today's video, we're going to be doing a 1-month review of the LEVOIT LVAC 300. This is their more premium option in terms of a stick vac. So we're going to do their full overall testings, whether you should buy it or not. And we're going to also briefly compare it to the LVAC 200 in this video. Since I've had both vacuums for a while, I'll tell you pretty much which one's better in terms of some aspects versus the other. And you don't actually notice it until you actually use something side by side. Let me go into the on-paper specs as follows first. So the LEVOIT LVAC 300 has a 3000 milliamp battery capacity, which gives you up to 60 minutes of runtime on eco mode because this has 3 different modes. So it's 60 minutes on eco, 25 minutes on the middle mode, and about 10 minutes on turbo. By the way, this does fluctuate within like a few minutes or so between if you were to have the motorized version, the mini roller, or the crevice tool. Obviously the crevice tool requires practically no additional power, so you don't have to worry about it pushing the vacuum and the battery a little bit more. The battery does take about 3.5 hours to charge, so make sure you use the one that's included with it and don't use third-party ones because you could mess up the battery. The battery rated is 21.6 volt, 64.8 watt hours, and again 3000 milliamps. So yeah, that's that in terms of the battery capacity. This does have 12,000 sweeps per minute, so you're able to get finer dust and particles within both carpet and hardwood, especially hardwood. So if you have mostly hardwood, instead of sweeping, yeah, this would be a very expensive sweeper, I guess you could say. This is mostly for the carpet people though, I would say, because it's more deeper clean for carpet, but you can use it if you have a bunch of them as a hybrid, like carpet and hardwood. You can use it around the whole house. This does have a 22,000 PA suction, which is a really good amount, especially for, again, the size and weight of this. The weight on the actual motor portion is about 4 pounds, 8 ounces. I also have the grams in there as well. And then you also have an additional 4 pounds for the motor portion and the stick. So it's under 10 pounds. It's still very light to be able to maneuver, even if you have kids or anything like that. 10 pounds as opposed to a bigger vacuum, that's a no-brainer in my opinion. Again, since you don't have to, have worry or issues in terms of a bigger vacuum for day-to-day perspective, like, oh, I spilled cereal, now I have to sweep or break my back just to do some quick cleans. This is just convenience factor in terms of this. So it's a lot easier to actually just take it off of the wall, turn it on, pick something up, put it back. Super, super simple. Another thing is that this has a 3rd generation anti-tangle brush. So it has 6 brush types in general, 4 rubber versions and then 2 cloth on the actual motor itself on here. Kind of similar setup to the actual mini roller as well. So the motor head has a LED light on the front, which is able to help with like seeing dust and dirt and debris on hardwood, which is super, super helpful. I wish a lot more vacuums have this, and a lot of them are starting to have this, and I think it's a must. Like once you have it, you cannot go back for doing something like that. This also has but right now I've been having this for a month, and you can see it doesn't even look like it's been used pretty much. It looks like a little bit dirty, but not like something crazy. But you can remove it if you need to replace it or clean it a little. You can do that, and it's super easy, super simple. On the motor head itself, you have obviously 2 wheels there at the bottom, right there, and the 2 wheels at the top. So that's able to help you get on lower portions, so you can actually lay this pretty much as flat as possible, and those wheels will kind of help maneuver it as well. Since they are like all rubber, it won't scratch up any of your hardwood or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. It even has one of these softer versions right here for this brush layout. That's able to help with obviously dirt and debris from escaping straight through, just helps it a little better to feed it. This has a V-shaped, I guess, feeding chamber, I guess, to be able to input all of the dirt and debris in just like one section instead of it like tangling, so it helps with the tangling as well. And then both of the mini motor and the bigger motor have plastic as well, and you can see through it. The mini roller for like pet hair and stuff, that one does not have a LED because obviously you don't really need one. When we take a look at the top portion now, you can see this is a one-touch emptying base, so you can actually go ahead and not only just remove the entire housing itself, just like this. It has a 0.75 liter capacity, so almost a liter, and it tells you like the max fill range, and you could easily obviously open it up, and you can actually remove the middle portion to be able to like get rid of all the dirt and debris and stuff. So on the top you do have a HEPA filter, so this is going to help with not getting any like allergens or pollutants within the air and dust and all that. If you know it's picking that up, and it has two different layers. So it has a sponge layer, which is what it looks like right now after about a month, and then it all has the better trapping version, I guess. For the they recommend every 3 months to change that out. I would probably do maybe 6 months, something closer to that. They're not too expensive though. You can probably find like a big pack full of them. In terms of the rest of it, you have obviously the mounting hole right here for the wall. And then you also have a display. So this is an LED display which tells you the battery percentage, which is super helpful. You have three different settings, three different modes. You could tell which mode you're on as well just by pressing the mode button on the top, and then obviously turn it on and off with the other button. Pretty much our full living room on turbo mode, by the way, instead of eco mode, which because I wanted to do a little bit of a deeper clean, which I like to use turbo mode because I just like doing deeper cleans in my opinion, but I don't like taking out the big vacuum unless I absolutely have to. And obviously this doesn't replace a bigger vacuum. You would need to do like deeper cleans every once in a while, twice a month or something like that, but this one's for an everyday type of clean, so you just keep your house feeling good every single day type of thing, and it helps. It works. The runtime, I think we started around maybe 80%, maybe even 100%. I'll look back at the footage, but leaving it on around 30%. So I didn't know that. It only gives you about 10 minutes of runtime. So it does die really, really quickly if you were to have this on turbo mode, which is probably depending on like, you know, your use case scenario. Of course, if you have a big area, just put it on eco mode. But if you're focusing on one specific area, like a area rug, like we did a testing on that between the LVAC 200 and 300, we went half and half. So on the 100, and you could see the kind of the difference between the two. We started on empty canisters and we went ahead and did the testings on both of them. Same exact pass, like 2-3 passes or something like that. Something quick, not to sit there. And just on whatever mode we were, I think it was on both on turbo. They both picked up a good amount, but the 300 picked up a lot more that was trapped underneath as opposed to the 200. And that's because it has a much powerful motor in terms of that. So I thought I was picking up a lot with the 200, but this one is picking up a lot more. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was shocked. And even when I already picked up from the 200 on that side, I went back over it with the 300 and it picked up even more still. So the fact that, you know, you're getting even more deeper into the carpet with this unit specifically that you wouldn't be able to get on other models that are cheaper. I do love the 200, don't get me wrong, but for carpet users specifically, this is for deeper cleans. If you want the 200, that's because you probably have hardwood and maybe a few area rugs or something like that. 200 is perfectly fine. But if you want something more powerful and a deeper clean, the 300 is the way to go. It's for like $80 to $100 more. It's a no-brainer. So yeah, my overall 1 month review, I love this thing. I use it on my hardwood. I use it on my area rugs, my carpet. I use it pretty much everywhere around the house. The only downsides that I have with this is, of course, I want a wall charging unit, but that's just me. That would be good to have, honestly, for another generation without having to pay even more. I recommend them to look into that a little bit better. I'm not sure why they stopped doing it. Maybe it might be like a battery issue, but that's something that I honestly think everyone would need, because I don't like having to plug it in manually and then putting it on a timer or whatever in order so we don't have battery degradation. Wall charger would be amazing. The crevice tool is really good as well in terms of that. You can use it in your car. You can use it in your couch sofas. I didn't actually use it in B-roll because, if I want to be honest, it was dirty and I didn't want to clean it because it was with spider webs. And yeah, so in terms of noise itself, this is rated at 77.5 decibels of noise, which I did measure, and it was obviously fluctuating on different decibel readings for first, second, and third mode, and I'll put those all up. It's not a loud vacuum, which is really nice, as opposed to obviously really big wall outlet versions. This one's a lot quieter. You don't have any issues when it comes to that. Also, whenever you do have it standing still and you want to like keep it there, just be careful because sometimes it could fall, and I have like some scratches from it falling on like a wall or something, you know, like right here. You can probably see that. So just, it sometimes lays up, but sometimes it like drops like this, and You just have to angle it the right way, like tilt it up kind of, but not too much. You'll get used to it when you have it, but yeah, just an FYI, it doesn't stand perfectly straight up all the time. Sometimes it falls. Very good vacuum. I would highly recommend it. If you want to check it out, I'll throw the QR code up right there, and you can also check it out in the link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. We out.